A handful of truth. It starts as most habits do with something small, a handful of nuts, just a few between meals, maybe as a bedtime snack, a quick pinch while watching television, or a well-meaning scoop added to your morning oatmeal. We tell ourselves they're healthy, full of good fats, protein, fiber. We trust them, but what if that handful is quietly working against you? For older adults, especially those over 60, what your body can handle changes even if your routine hasn't. The digestive system slows. Inflammation becomes more persistent. Kidneys, arteries, and joints respond differently to the same foods we once enjoyed freely. And here's the truth, not all nuts are created equal. Some nourish, heal, and protect. Others, they are inflamed. They interfere with medications. They damage organs quietly over time. In this video, we'll uncover 3 nuts that you should seriously consider avoiding, and 3 that may actually help you age stronger, supporting your heart muscles, memory, and bones. This isn't about giving up snacks you love. It's about understanding how your choices affect your long-term independence. The goal, helping you feel more in control of your health, one bite at a time. And yes, one of the nuts we'll talk about later is especially tricky. It's often labeled clean, plant-based, even heart-healthy. Yet new research shows it could be subtly damaging your blood vessels, slowing cognition, and weakening your ability to walk with ease. So please stay with us until the end. That last nut might be in your cupboard right now. It might be the very thing you thought was helping, but it could be stealing your strength day by day. And as we go, feel free to reflect. Has your body changed in the way it reacts to certain foods lately? Have you noticed bloating, fatigue, or unexpected aches after a snack you used to love? If any of this sounds familiar, type "watching" in the comments to let us know you're here. You're not alone, and together we're learning how to stay sharp, mobile, and energized. Let's begin with the truth about which nuts may be quietly undermining your health. We start with one that's known for being rich in minerals, but may carry far more risk than reward. Brazil nuts, the selenium trap. At first glance, Brazil nuts seem like a powerhouse of nutrition. They're large, buttery, and rich in a mineral most people don't think much about: selenium. Now, selenium is important. It helps support your immune system, thyroid, and antioxidant function. But here's where it gets tricky. You only need a tiny amount each day. In fact, the recommended daily intake for an older adult is just 55 micrograms. And Brazil nuts. A single nut can contain 95 micrograms or more. That means just 1 to 2. Brazil nuts may already exceed your daily need. If you're eating them regularly, or worse, a handful at a time, you could be unknowingly pushing your body toward toxicity. What does selenium toxicity feel like? It doesn't always shout, it creeps. It starts with signs that are easy to blame on just getting older. Fatigue, dizziness, brittle nails and thinning hair, brain fog, joint stiffness, a strange metallic taste in your mouth. But over time, excess selenium can damage the nervous system, strain your liver, and weaken the very muscles and tissues you're trying to protect as you age. For people over 60, this is even more critical. Why? Because our organs, especially the liver and kidneys, don't filter minerals as efficiently as they once did. That means the buffer you once had in your 30s or 40s isn't there anymore. You might be thinking, but I don't eat Brazil nuts every day. Fair. But have you checked your multivitamin? Your protein powder? Some of these supplements already include selenium, and if you're adding Brazil nuts on top, the cumulative total could quietly become dangerous. This surprises a lot of people. If it surprises you too, let us know in the comments. Did you ever imagine that just a few Brazil nuts could actually hurt more than help? Let's also not forget the psychological side. Because Brazil nuts feel natural and nutrient-rich, we tend to eat more than we should. And unlike almonds or pistachios, these nuts are not designed for volume. They're dense, heavy, and extremely high in saturated fat compared to other tree nuts. A study from the University of Maryland tracked selenium levels in adults over 60 and found that those who regularly exceeded their recommended intake were at significantly higher risk for liver stress and insulin resistance, both of which play a role in fatigue, weight gain, and reduced circulation to the legs and brain. So what should you do if you enjoy Brazil? Nuts limit them to no more than 1 nut per day, and even then not every day. Rotate your nuts. Variety matters. Read your supplement labels to avoid doubling up on selenium. Choose lighter, safer nuts for daily snacking. We'll show you 3 excellent options soon. And most importantly, listen to your body. Subtle changes like a fuzzy head, sluggish mornings, or dry skin might not be just aging. They might be your body's quiet way of saying, something doesn't belong here. We'll explore 2 more nuts to avoid, but first, take a moment to reflect. How often are you reaching for the same kind of nut? Are you eating it mindlessly or intentionally? Sometimes the biggest impact comes from the smallest shift. Up next, we'll talk about a nut that seems harmless, even indulgent, but hides a darker side for those with sensitive systems or medications. Let's take a closer look at hazelnuts. Hazelnuts, the hidden allergen. They're smooth sweet and often associated with indulgence. We find them in chocolate spreads, coffee creamers, granola mixes, and even labeled as heart-healthy options at the grocery store. But for many seniors, hazelnuts can pose a quiet, persistent risk that's often overlooked. While not as commonly flagged as peanuts, hazelnuts rank among the top tree nut allergens worldwide. And as our immune systems evolve with age, becoming more reactive or less efficient at identifying true threats, hazelnuts can trigger what we call delayed onset sensitivity. It's not always dramatic. There may be no swelling of the face, no sudden rash, no trip to the ER. Instead, it looks like this bloating or discomfort after meals, a tight or tingling sensation in the throat, itchy skin or small rashes that come and go, achy joints or a stiff feeling in the mornings, unexplained fatigue or brain fog. If that sounds vague, it is, and that's what makes hazelnut reactions in older adults so hard to catch. For many seniors, these symptoms are quietly misattributed to aging or general inflammation. But in reality, the immune system may be mounting a subtle, ongoing response to a protein in hazelnuts called core, a one closely related to the proteins in birch pollen. This phenomenon, known as cross-reactivity, is especially common in people who have mild seasonal allergies. Have you ever experienced mild digestive or skin issues after eating certain nuts and thought it was just coincidence? If so, you're not alone. Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. There's another layer of concern. Hazelnuts may interact with common medications. Because they contain high levels of manganese and other minerals, they can influence how the body absorbs certain blood pressure medications, blood thinners, and statins. In fact, some pharmacists now advise seniors to space out nut consumption by at least 2-3 hours from their medication window, especially if nuts are part of a smoothie or meal. You may not feel the impact in a day or even a week, but over time, subtle nutrient interference and low-level inflammation can combine to reduce the effectiveness of your prescriptions and erode your body's natural resilience. Now, to be clear, some people can eat hazelnuts their whole lives with no issue. But for others, especially those over 60 with existing health conditions, they may quietly aggravate underlying problems. So what can you do if you enjoy hazelnuts and suspect a reaction? Take a short break. 2 weeks can be telling. Keep a food journal, track energy, digestion, and skin. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist if you take daily medications. Ask about potential interactions. When in doubt, rotate to other nuts that are less allergenic and easier to digest. And yes, we'll get to those soon. This isn't about eliminating joy from your meals. It's about paying attention, because your body whispers before it screams. Let's take one more stop before we get to the nuts that can truly support you. And this one's sneaky. It hides behind sweet coatings, catchy packaging, and the idea that a little indulgence won't hurt. But when sugar, salt, and artificial flavors get involved, that handful can quickly become a health trap. Next up, flavored nut mixes and why they're not as innocent as they seem. Flavored nut mixes, the additive trap. It's easy to be tempted. You walk down the snack aisle and see brightly colored bags of mixed nuts, honey-roasted maple glazed smoked BBQ or chili lime. They smell good, they crunch just right. They promise energy, protein, even natural flavoring. But what those packages don't tell you is this: what's been added to those nuts may be undoing all the health benefits you came for. Most flavored nut mixes, especially those roasted with coatings, contain added sugars, high sodium, hydrogenated oils, and chemical flavor enhancers that aren't just empty calories, they're active disruptors in the bodies of older adults. Let's break it down. 1. Sugar and syrup coatings. Whether it's honey roasted or maple glazed, these coatings are often made with high fructose corn syrup or refined cane sugar. That may give them their signature crunch and shine, but it also leads to blood sugar spikes, increased inflammation, and greater difficulty controlling energy levels. For seniors, especially those managing diabetes or insulin resistance, these sugar-coated snacks are a hidden danger. 2. Sodium overload. Even lightly salted flavored nuts can pack over 200 milligrams of sodium per ounce, and let's be honest, no one eats just 1 ounce. Sodium raises blood pressure, strains the kidneys, and contributes to water retention that can leave you feeling stiff, swollen, or fatigued. For someone with pre-existing hypertension or cardiovascular concerns, flavored nuts aren't a treat, they're a trap. 3. Artificial flavors and preservatives. Ever wondered how a nut tastes like smoky bacon or jalapeno cheddar? It's not from nature. It's from synthetic flavoring agents and preservatives designed to hijack your taste buds and make you crave more. Some of these chemicals, like BHA, BHT, or TBHQ, have been linked in studies to gut imbalance, cellular stress, and even memory disruption in older populations. Have you ever noticed that once you start eating flavored nuts, it's hard to stop at a handful? If so, you're not imagining it. The flavor engineering is designed for that response. Let us know your experience in the comments. We're listening. Now here's where it gets personal. For many older adults, flavored nuts replace what used to be cookies, chips, or candy. And in that context, they may seem like an upgrade. But if you're trying to make smarter food choices, flavored nut mixes often disguise themselves as healthy, when in truth, they're just junk food in a natural-looking wrapper. The real concern isn't the occasional indulgence, it's the pattern. A few ounces a day of these enhanced snacks can quietly derail your blood sugar stability, blood pressure, liver and kidney function, joint flexibility, and even mental clarity. So what's the alternative? Simple: choose plain unsalted nuts and add your own flavors at home. Here are a few senior-friendly swaps. Instead of honey-roasted almonds, try dry-roasted almonds with a sprinkle of cinnamon. Instead of BBQ cashews, try raw cashews toasted with smoked paprika and a pinch of sea salt. Instead of maple pecans, try raw pecans with a touch of vanilla and coconut flakes. By seasoning your nuts at home, you control the salt, sugar, and quality of ingredients. And perhaps more importantly, you return to mindful eating. Each bite becomes a decision, a conversation with your body, a reminder that nourishment doesn't have to be extreme, it just has to be honest. Now that we've cleared the air around which nuts to avoid, it's time to shift gears. Because not all nuts bring risk. Some bring relief, restoration, resilience. Up next, we'll explore 3 nuts that deserve a regular place in your kitchen and your life. These are the ones that work for your heart, your muscles, and your memory. And if you're still watching this far, thank you. That tells me you care, you're thoughtful, and you're ready to make informed, empowering decisions one bite at a time. Let's begin with a nut that's rich, buttery, and quietly one of the best inflammation fighters out there: pecans. Pecans, the anti-inflammatory ally. Sometimes the most powerful things come in the softest forms. Pecans don't shout. They don't crunch loudly or carry the exotic image of superfoods shipped from halfway around the world. But for seniors looking to calm inflammation, support brain health, and maintain mobility, pecans are quietly one of the most healing nuts you can eat. Let's start with what makes them special. Pecans are naturally rich in polyphenols, plant-based compounds that help reduce inflammation throughout the body. Inflammation is at the root of many conditions that challenge us as we age: arthritis, heart disease, memory loss, and even fatigue. And unlike harsher anti-inflammatory treatments, pecans offer a gentle food-based approach that works from the inside out. In a 2018 study published in the Journal of Nutrition, adults who added a small handful of pecans to their daily routine showed measurable improvements in vascular function, reduced C-reactive protein, an inflammation marker, and even enhanced memory recall. That's not a miracle. That's the power of consistent, targeted nutrition. But pecans go beyond fighting inflammation. They're also rich in oleic acid, the same heart-healthy fat found in olive oil, vitamin E, which supports brain cells and protects against oxidative stress, zinc, which strengthens immune function and aids healing, manganese, important for bone health and joint flexibility. And here's the good news: pecans are easy to enjoy even for seniors with dental issues or sensitive digestion. Their soft, buttery texture makes them easier to chew than harder nuts like almonds. They pair beautifully with both sweet and savory dishes. Sprinkle them over oatmeal or Greek yogurt. Mix with roasted vegetables and cranberries. Add to a spinach salad with balsamic vinaigrette. Or simply enjoy them on their own raw, unsalted, and unprocessed. Already enjoy pecans? Let us know how you like to use them. Your tips might inspire someone else here in the Lifewell Seniors community. A word of caution, though pecans are calorie-dense like all nuts. Stick to a serving size of about 1 ounce, roughly 15 to 20 pecan halves, and always go for unsalted and uncoated varieties. Here's something else to love. Unlike flavored nut mixes, pecans rarely trigger allergies. They're considered among the more digestive-friendly nuts, making them a solid option for those with sensitive stomachs or mild food sensitivities. Plus, the warm, comforting flavor of pecans often satisfies cravings that might otherwise lead you to sugar-filled baked goods or processed snacks. They support you not just nutritionally but emotionally too, and that matters. Especially after 60, when food is no longer just fuel, it's a relationship. One that deserves kindness, thoughtfulness, and care. So the next time you're planning your grocery list, give pecans a seat at the table. Not just because they're tasty, but because they can help you move more freely, think more clearly, and age more gently. And we're just getting started. Up next, we'll explore a seed that's rising fast in senior nutrition, not because of hype, but because of science. It's small, soft, easy to digest, and packed with everything your muscles and brain need to stay strong and sharp: hemp seeds. Hemp seeds, the plant-based muscle builder. If there's one thing we begin to lose without even noticing, it's muscle. The process starts slowly, often in our 50s or 60s. The arms feel weaker when lifting groceries. The stairs seem steeper than they used to. Getting up from a chair requires more effort than expected. This slow erosion of strength has a name: sarcopenia, and while it's common with age, it's not inevitable. With the right nourishment, the right movement, and a bit of consistency, we can slow it, even reverse it. And one of the most supportive senior-friendly foods to help with this: hemp seeds. Tiny, tender, and nutty in flavor, hemp seeds are a nutritional powerhouse that often fly under the radar. But make no mistake, they carry everything your muscles and brain crave as the years go on. Let's break it down. First, they're a complete protein, a rare quality in plant-based foods. That means they contain all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair muscle tissue. Just 3 tablespoons provide around 10 grams of protein, more than an egg, and in a form that's incredibly easy to digest, especially for seniors with sluggish digestion or lower stomach acid. Second, hemp seeds are rich in omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, but here's the key in the ideal ratio. Too much omega-6, like in many processed foods, triggers inflammation, but hemp seeds provide just the right balance to support joint health, reduce muscle soreness, boost heart function, improve cognitive clarity. They're also packed with magnesium, a mineral many older adults don't get enough of. Magnesium supports muscle contraction and relaxation, heart rhythm, sleep quality, and mood balance. Do you already use hemp seeds in your meals? If not, would you be open to trying them? Let us know in the comments. Your ideas might help someone take their first step. One of the best things about hemp seeds is how gentle they are on the body. They require no soaking, no chewing effort, and no preparation beyond a spoon or sprinkle. Here are a few senior-friendly ways to add them into your daily routine. Stir 1-2 tablespoons into oatmeal or cream of wheat. Add to smoothies or blended soups for a protein boost. Sprinkle over cottage cheese, yogurt, or applesauce. Mix into mashed avocado or hummus for a heart-healthy snack. Because they're soft and neutral in flavor, hemp seeds go unnoticed by the taste buds, but not by your body. They're also naturally low in carbohydrates and sugar, making them a smart option for seniors managing diabetes or insulin sensitivity. But perhaps their most underappreciated benefit is this: hemp seeds promote steadiness. Not just in balance and physical strength, but in how you feel during the day. Fewer crashes, more energy, less inflammation, a calmer, clearer state of mind. And while no single food is a miracle cure, hemp seeds come close in how quietly and effectively they support nearly every system that starts to struggle with age. Best of all, they're accessible. No fancy preparation, no heavy chewing, no strong flavors to get used to, just a quiet, daily habit with powerful results. As we near the end of this journey, remember, the right foods do more than fuel you. They restore you. They support your independence. They help you stay upright, balanced, and capable of doing what you love on your own terms. Up next, we'll introduce one final seed, tiny yet transformative. It supports digestion, energy, and even bone density, and it's already in most grocery stores just waiting for you to rediscover it. Let's turn the page to chia seeds. Chia seeds, the stabilizer of energy and digestion. They're tiny, so small in fact that most people overlook them. But don't be fooled by size. Chia seeds are among the most functional foods a senior can add to their daily diet. Used by ancient civilizations for stamina and endurance, these little seeds have found their way back into modern nutrition, and for good reason. For adults over 60, chia seeds offer a rare combination: digestive ease, blood sugar control, heart support, and bone protection, all in one spoonful. Let's take a closer look. First and foremost, chia seeds are incredibly rich in soluble fiber. When mixed with liquid, they form a gel-like texture that slows digestion, creates a feeling of fullness, helps regulate bowel movements, and supports the balance of gut bacteria. For many older adults, irregular digestion, constipation, bloating, or slow transit time is a daily struggle. Chia seeds act like a gentle brush through the intestines, helping food move more smoothly without irritation. And here's the best part: they do this without any harsh stimulants, without gas, and without discomfort. In fact, many nutritionists now recommend chia seeds as a first-line tool for digestive support in aging populations. Next up, energy. Because of the way chia absorbs water and expands, it helps slow the breakdown of carbohydrates, keeping blood sugar levels more stable and preventing the crashes that leave you tired, shaky, or mentally foggy midday. This is particularly helpful for seniors managing type 2 diabetes, hypoglycemia, mid-afternoon fatigue, or sleep disruptions linked to unstable glucose. Have you tried chia seeds before? What's your favorite way to prepare them? Let us know in the comments. We're building a great resource for others right here. But it doesn't stop there. Chia seeds also contain calcium and magnesium, essential for bone density and muscle relaxation. Omega-3 fatty acids, plant-based, anti-inflammatory, and great for the brain. Antioxidants that protect cells from aging and oxidative stress. These nutrients are often underconsumed by seniors, and chia makes them easy to get even for those who have limited appetite or digestive sensitivity. And did we mention how easy they are to use? You don't need to chew. You don't need to cook. You don't even need strong teeth. Here are a few senior-friendly ways to enjoy them. Soak 1-2 tablespoons of chia in water overnight, then add lemon for a simple digestive tonic. Stir them into oatmeal or warm cereal. Blend them into smoothies for creaminess and fiber. Make chia pudding with almond milk, cinnamon, and a touch of vanilla. Mix into mashed fruit or yogurt for texture and fullness. Just be sure to drink plenty of water throughout the day. When consuming chia, they're extremely hydrophilic and need moisture to work their magic. Now, a note for those taking blood pressure or blood thinner medications. Because chia seeds are naturally high in omega-3s, they can enhance the effects of these medications. That's not necessarily dangerous, but it's wise to talk to your doctor about your daily intake, especially if you're on medication that affects clotting or heart rhythm. When used wisely and consistently, chia seeds can help you stay fuller longer, move more comfortably, think more clearly, and protect your bones from the inside out. And all of that from a seed that fits on the tip of your finger. Simple, gentle, powerful. Chia seeds remind us that wellness doesn't have to be expensive or complicated. Sometimes it just takes a new habit, a teaspoon at a time. Now that we've explored 3 nuts and seeds that support your vitality, it's time to bring everything together. Up next, a heartfelt summary to help you put these insights into action. Because knowledge means little without application. Let's recap and lay the foundation for smart, confident food choices starting today. By now, you've taken in quite a journey, from discovering which nuts may be quietly working against your energy, joints, and memory, to finding a few that can help you walk taller, think sharper, and feel more balanced in your body. And all of it started with something as simple as a handful. Let's take one more moment to reflect on what we've learned. The 3 nuts to be cautious with: Brazil nuts, which can overload your body with selenium and create subtle toxicity. Hazelnuts, which may trigger immune reactions or interfere with medication. Flavored nut mixes, which hide sugars, preservatives, and excess sodium that strain your heart and joints. And the 3 nuts or seeds to embrace: pecans, gentle allies in the fight against inflammation and oxidative stress. Hemp seeds, powerful plant-based protein that supports strength and steady energy. Chia seeds, small but mighty stabilizers of digestion, blood sugar, and bone health. Together, they form a foundation, one that supports your independence, vitality, and peace of mind. Because at this stage of life, health isn't just about getting through the day, it's about thriving. It's about choosing foods that love you back, meals that aren't just filling, but fulfilling. You don't have to overhaul your entire pantry. You don't have to memorize nutrition charts or follow fads. You just need to pay attention. To listen to how your body feels after a snack, a meal, a decision. That's where your power lives, in awareness. So here's what I'd love to know from you. Which nut will you add or remove from your routine this week? Drop a comment below. Your story might be the encouragement someone else needs. And if you found this video helpful or even just thought-provoking, please take a moment to like and share it with someone you care about. It might feel like a small act, but the ripple can be big. And of course, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We're building a space here, one that's thoughtful, supportive, and rooted in the idea that aging can be strong, joyful, and wise. Before we go, here's a gentle challenge. Next time you prepare a snack, pause. Ask yourself, is this food building me up or slowly breaking me down? If it's not helping you move, think, or heal, it's not worth your time. But if it's nurturing your body in small, steady ways, then lean in. Because every handful is a choice, and every choice is a step toward living the way you deserve, independent, clear, energized. Thank you for spending this time with us. We hope it sparked clarity, courage, and a sense of purpose in your food journey. We'll see you in the next video.